Hi guys, today we are creating this very beachy summery look using only drugstore products. I have acne prone combination skin which gets really dry during winters, so we'll be using hydrating but very lightweight skincare products. And trust me when I say this, skin prep can literally make or break your makeup. Never skip skin prep. It is the most crucial part of makeup. So moving on, I'm using this Stony Moly toner, which is very hydrating and gets absorbed in your skin very quickly. Next, I'm applying Cosrx Nail Mucin, which is again super lightweight but really hydrating, and it kind of smooths everything out, so my foundation applies more evenly. Next, I'm using a very tiny bit of this moisturizer because I've already used two hydrating products. Now, we are gonna wait for 2 to 3 minutes before applying primer. I'm using this Mars primer which I got just yesterday and I'm trying it for the first time. I must say I quite like the formula. Now, we are going to wait 60 seconds to let everything sink in. While we are blending that, I'd like to clear something out because we are doing summer makeup. We don't want too many layers. But since I have marks, pigmentation, and active acne, I'll have to use a color corrector. You can definitely skip this part and use a skin tint or any other lightweight foundation of your liking. So moving on, I'm using Mars color corrector palette and I'm using this flat concealer brush to apply a darker concealer to conceal the flaws. Also, I'm using the green color corrector from this palette for redness. Now I'm using a setting spray to let everything melt in, and this step really makes your base long lasting. Then using this concealer brush from PAC, I'm gonna blend everything out. Moving on to concealer, I love this product. It's my holy grail. It has such a lightweight formula and is so easy to blend. And I'm going to apply it under my eyes and all over the areas where I applied the darker concealer. Here I'm using the same PAC concealer brush to blend out everything smoothly. Okay, the base looks great and now you know why I love this concealer. Now my favorite part of the makeup, blush, and I'm using this tint from a small brand called Lilac Love, and I got this from their Instagram store, and I love this tint for summers. Only we have to blend it quickly or it can stain as a patch, but it is so pretty, look at it. Next, I'm using this flat brush to apply concealer all over my lid and then I'm blending it with the concealer brush that I used earlier. Now I'm going to set my eyes with this very crusty old palette that I got like 3 years ago. I'm going to use this very light shade to set my eyes. I'm using this very fluffy concealer brush to apply this powder. Now for the eyes, I have this palette from Swiss Beauty and we are going with these two shades, and these shades are so pigmented. I'm going to tap off the excess and we are going to simply apply it in circular motion. Before using any loose powder, I'm going to blend out any creases that have formed so that powder doesn't set into them. Now I'm using this pizza puff and swiping off the excess of my hand and then applying it under my eyes. This way it doesn't look cakey and everything stays in place. This shimmer from Makeup Revolution palette is heaven in a shade. Look at how pretty that is. Moving on, I'm using this gel liner from Swiss Beauty and this brow brush from PAC. Look how precise this is, perfect to apply liner. Now, moving on to lashes, I'm gonna apply mascara on my non-existent lashes. I'm using the Sky High mascara from Maybelline. It's my freaking favorite. The only problem is taking it off. It's such a struggle, but it's worth it. Then I'm applying lash clusters that I got from Amazon. I'll link them in the description box. Moving on to highlighter. This is the prettiest highlighter you can get at such a price. This is the Swiss Beauty liquid highlighter and look at that finish. Okay, so I do a little lip contouring before applying anything else. I use this contour shade from the Sugar Blush and Contour palette and apply it slightly over the boundary of my lips. Then I go ahead with the lip liner from Swiss Beauty in the shade Dark Chocolate and use it to make a nice visible shape for my lips. Then I use this face palette and apply this pretty pink shade only in the middle, blend it and voila! Just top it with a lip gloss and you have the prettiest lip combo. We are using this sparkly makeup fixer from Swiss Beauty now to complete the look. Okay, we are done. This is the final look.